What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wager Zone podcast, and we are back for another MMA event breakdown, guys. This is LFA 201, and we're gonna get right into this video. I'm gonna break this video down as fast as possible because I did not realize this card starts at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So we're gonna get these picks out so you guys can go and watch these fights and catch these bets before the card actually starts. So right into the first fight. Let me say this right now, guys. This is your first video of me watching, you watching my videos. Like the video, subscribe to the page, come back every single day, guys. I do all different types of sports. Go check out my previous videos. We've been cashing soccer and NBA recently. So yeah, guys, like I said, I'm gonna get right into this video. I'm just gonna give you guys my picks. I usually would tell you what parlays I'm putting together, but in this video, guys, I'm just gonna give you guys who I'm gonna be picking. Check out the description after the video, and I will be putting all my bets that I'm gonna be making and my final plays in the description. So let's get right into this video, guys. First fight of the night is gonna be Victor Gabriel taking on Marcos Aurelio, and I'm taking Marcos Aurelio, guys. I like Marcos Aurelio's striking. I think he's kind of like the Brazilian Adrian Yanez. He has really good boxing, good leg kicks, and he just knows how to move his head, and it seems like his boxing and kickboxing is very crisp, and I honestly think he's going to knock out Victor Gabriel. Victor Gabriel doesn't move his head much, and I think he's going to get caught with some body shots and get caught up top and end up getting knocked out. So give me Marcos Aurelio. I think he wins this fight via knockout. Next fight is going to be Eduardo-Dutra taking on Sergio Murillo, and I'm going to be taking Eduardo-Dutra, guys. This guy is a prodigy in jiu-jitsu, and Sergio Murillo is actually going to probably go in there and try to grapple with him, and I honestly think that's not a good idea. If he goes in there and tries to grapple with Eduardo's going to take him down right away. He's a better grappler. He's a prodigy in this jiu-jitsu sport, and he's probably going to win this fight via submission. So give me Eduardo-Dutra. I think he gets a submission in this fight. Guys, this fight's going to be Ruth Pereira taking on, I think it's Ladian Fernandez, and I'm taking Ruth Pereira. I really think Ruth Pereira wins this fight, mainly because honestly, if you look at the skill levels of both these fighters, they honestly look pretty equal, but Ruth Pereira's fought the higher level competition. She's beat Yasmin. I don't know how to pronounce Yasmin's last name, but if you guys watch LFA, you guys know who I'm talking about. Her last name starts with a G, but she's beaten Yasmin in a fight, and that was a really good fight. She showed that she has really good boxing, good takedown defense, and I really do think she's going to win this fight and put everything together and just keep the winning streak moving along. So give me Ruth Pereira to win this one, and probably a very close match via decision. This one's going to be another one where I think it's going to be Hermie take. I don't know how to pronounce his first name, guys. So a lot of these names I don't know how to pronounce, so bear with me. I'm just gonna call him Uriel. Uriel taking on Thiago Silva, and I'm gonna be taking Uriel in this one, guys. I think Uriel wins this fight via knockout. It's one of those other fights where I think he just fought the higher competition. He's a lot faster. Yes, Silva might be more powerful, but Uriel is just a lot faster, and he moves his head a lot more. Silva keeps his head on a straight line, and he hasn't fought really good competition at all, and he's been knocking out trash cans. So I think Uriel's gonna win this fight. It's probably gonna be a banger, and one of these guys are gonna get knocked out, but I'm picking Uriel to get the knockout in this one. This one is Natalia Alves taking on Nuria Ferreira, and I'm gonna be taking Alves in this one. This fight was very close. I like Ferreira. I think she's a really good fighter, but Alves is one of these girls I think is gonna make it to the UFC. She's behind a good training camp. She has a lot of people behind her, and she has really good boxing, really good takedowns. She has good top control, and I think she just puts everything really well together. She's a really well all-around fighter. Ferreira is more of a kickboxer that just pushes the pressure and tries to push you up against the fence and push you in the clinch. But she's not going to be able to do that to Alves. I think Alves is probably striking is even, but Alves is just a better clinch control, top control, grappler. I think she's levels above Ferreira on the floor. I think this could be a competitive matchup if Alves doesn't take this fight to the floor, but honestly, I do think she's going to get this fight to the floor and probably win this fight via decision by mainly top control. So give me Alves to win this one. This one's going to be Gustavo Henrique taking on Pedro Dantes, and this one, honestly, I think it's going to be a banger. One of these guys is going to get knocked out, but I'm taking Dantes to get the knockout, guys. Dantes got really hard hands. He has good boxing, good kickboxing. He's going to kick your leg on the inside, and he's going to try to land that straight right hand down the pipe and hit your chin. And honestly, I think Gustavo Henrique doesn't move his head that much, and if he keeps his head on the center line like he usually does and fights the way I've been seeing him fight for the last couple fights, he's going to end up getting caught and knocked out. I think this fight could be very competitive, and he could probably land his own hard shots, but I just think Dantes is going to be able to keep the movement going, kick his leg, and land the hard right hand down the pipe and end up knocking this guy out. So give me Pedro Dantes. I think he wins this fight via knockout. This next fight is going to be Casio Jr. taking on Cavaz, and I'm taking Casio Jr. This is one of those guys that has been fighting in LFA, and a lot of people have high praise for him. A lot of people think he's going to end up in the UFC. So he's fighting a guy in Cavaz that's fought a lot of low-level competition, and honestly, he's fought people that have like losing records, and I don't think he's going to be able to win this fight. This is a big step up for him, and Casio Jr. is probably going to go in here and either submit him or knock him out right away in the first round. So give me Casio Jr. I just think he's level above this guy. All right, guys, this one's going to be Maxim Lee taking on Felipe Zaccaron, and this is another one where this is another guy that just levels above Felipe. Maxon Lee is one of these jiu-jitsu prodigy guys and is very strong, takes you down. And I think he's gonna win this fight by submission right away. I don't think Felipe Zaccaron has anything to give to him with the standing or anything with the takedown defense. I think Maxon Lee has this fight won anywhere he wants to be, so I'm not going to take too much on this. I just think Maxon Lee's going to dog walk this guy. So give me Maxon Lee to win this fight probably in the first round by either knockout or submission. Next fight's going to be Rafael Pereira taking on Janderson Barreto, and I'm going to be taking Janderson Barreto in this one. Janderson Barreto has very good boxing, guys. He has good takedown defense as well, and he throws to the body. He has very long arms. He puts his boxing combinations very well. He goes to the top, goes to the body. He has a very good left hook and very good left hook to the body and a very good right hand over the top. And I think Rafael Pereira, he plays around too much. He is one of these guys, they try to say he fights the mini-man style where he just dances around with you and he tries to play. He acts like he's in a video game or something. But at the same time, Janderson Barreto is not one of those guys you want to do that with. I think Janderson Barreto is going to end up knocking this guy out, probably with a straight right hand or hit him with too many body shots, and he's going to fold over. So give me Janderson Barreto. I think he's going to have the higher output, and he can win a decision as well. Right, guys, this one's going to be Andre Varela taking on Vladimir-Dayneko, and I'm going to be taking Vladimir-Dayneko, guys. I think Vladimir-Dayneko is going to end up either knocking this guy out with a hard right hand, because they're probably going to end up banging out in the first round, or he's going to take him down and finish him via ground and pound. I don't think Andre Varela's takedown defense is that good. He has decent jiu-jitsu, but his takedown defense is not there. And I think Vladimir-Dayneko is either going to come in there and bang it out probably in the first minute and knock this guy out, or he's going to be patient, take him down with a double leg and just grind him out until he gets tired and end up finishing with ground and pound. So give me Vladimir-Dayneko to win this fight, guys. This is going to be Paulo Henrique taking on Vladimir, I think it's Kanunnikov. And guys, I'm taking Vladimir Kanunnikov. I just think he's going to be able to take this guy down with ease and hold him to the floor and just win this fight via top control. That's just like what Vladimir does. He goes in there, takes it down over and over again. He's one of these Russian Dagestan fighters that just shoots takedowns over and over. And I think that's what he's going to be able to do in this fight. I think Paulo Henrique's takedown defense is not there. And I think he's just going to get grinded out until he gets tired and end up losing this fight probably via this decision, just in a boring fight where a guy takes him down over and over again. So give me Vladimir. I think he goes in there and wins this fight via decision. All right, guys, this is going to be the next fight. It's going to be Jose Delano taking on I think it's Alves-Junior-Kanunnikov. And I'm going to be taking Delano in this one. Delano's had a lot of LFA fights. This guy's fought everybody in LFA. He just fought the way higher competition. Abu's fought a lot of trash cans where he goes in there, takes him down with ease, and he's not going to be able to take Delano down with ease. And Delano has really great jiu-jitsu, really good clinch control. He has good takedowns himself, and I don't think Abu's going to go in there and try to bully him and dog walk him like he did with everybody else. Delano's going to land some hard shots up top, and Delano's going to stop his takedowns, and Abu's probably going to end up gassing out, getting tired, and either getting submitted himself or end up getting knocked out. So give me Jose Delano. I think he just lasts this fight, tires out Abu, and probably either submits him or knocks him out. So give me Jose Delano. This is going to be a title fight. The co-main event is going to be Marcos Lee taking on Lincoln Santos, and I'm taking Marcos Lee. I think he's going to win this fight via knockout. I just think he has very good takedown defense. The only way Lincoln Santos wins this fight is if he gets Lee down, but I do not see that happening. I think Lee's going to stop all his takedowns, land hard shots on top, and end up knocking this guy out. I think Lee's on his way to the UFC. I think if he wins this fight and he wins it in spectacular fashion, which I do think he's going to do, then I do believe the UFC is going to be knocking on his door, and he could be next either in a UFC fight or in Dana White's Contender Series next season. So give me Marcos Lee. I think he wins this fight via knockout by just stopping takedowns and landing the harder shots on top. The main event is going to be the title fight. This main event is going to be Rose. I think it's Conceicao taking on Laney Silva, and this is very competitive. I went back and forth on this fight, very competitive, 50-50. But honestly, guys, I'm taking Rose. I think Rose has fought the higher competition. She just fought in the Dana White's Contender Series, and yeah, she had a bad outing and she lost where everybody thought she was going to win. But now I just feel like she's going back to the drawing board. She's going to end up winning this fight. I think a lot of people are on Laney Silva, and I get why. Laney Silva is a very competitive fighter. She has good hands. She has good takedowns. But I just think Rose is going to be able just to keep this fight very competitive and win this fight via decision. It could end up a split decision. That's how close this fight is. It might not be one that you want to invest too much money in, but this is the main event. We do want to put some money on the main event. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm taking Rose. I think she goes out here, wins this fight in a very close competitive match, probably by decision, maybe even split decision, but I just think Rose comes up on top. So give me that. Like I said, the bet's going to be Rose. And all right, guys, that is it for today's video. All right, guys, this is going to be the main event. It's going to be the last fight of the night, and it's title fight in the women's division. And it's going to be Rose against Conceicao taking on Laney Silva. And guys, I'm going to be taking Rose. I think this fight's going to be the most competitive fight of the night. Probably going to be a 50-50 matchup. Might even end in split decision. But I'm going to be on the Rose side. I do think she's fought the higher competition. She just fought in Dana White's Contender Series. And she just went in there, looked very nervous in a fight where a lot of people thought she was going to win. And she ended up losing the fight. But I just think she has all the skill levels where she deserves to be in the UFC. And she just went in there and was very nervous and lost that fight. So I think a lot of people are betting against her in this fight just because Laney Silva is a very good prospect. But I just don't think she's going to be able to keep up with Rose. I think Rose has fought the way higher competition, and I think Rose is going to end up earning herself a contract in the future. But like I said, very competitive matchup, and probably not one of the ones you want to invest a lot of money into. It could end a split decision, but I'm going to be on the Rose side for this one, guys. And all right, guys, that is it for today's video. Like the video, subscribe to the page, come back every single day, guys. Let's cash for today's event. The event starts in about like 2 hours, 3 hours, so get these bets. If you guys want to tail any of these bets, go check out the description and see exactly what parlays and what bets I'm exactly going to be making. It will be in the description after the video. And all right, guys, let's cash today. Let's make a whole bunch of money, and I'm out of here. Come back later on. I will have a UFC video out later on tonight, and I might be doing an ACA video out this weekend. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Check out my soccer videos, check out my NBA video, guys. And like I said, let's cash today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.